Not the best time ever, Valve. Right, how you'll do it? Oh, well, I guess that's me bankrupt then. Oh, mate, no. I was hoping that wouldn't come through until like September. They said to me, "Hey yo, Q3 in 2022," which basically means from like July to September. I think that's the timing for Q3. And as time went by through July, I was like, okay, I've still got time. I've still got time. I've still got time. I can still save. I can still save. I can still save. And then today, bam! Nope. You must pay. And I'm like, no. Although, however, thankfully, plans have aligned. I'm loved. Yes. And I've only been waiting, what day is it today? 18th of July 2021, I ordered it. So it's now, the 25th? So I've been waiting like a whole year. And by the time they expected payment, it would have been a year and 10 days-ish. So, groovy. I don't know how long it'll take for it to arrive. Fingers crossed. Maybe a week? 2 weeks? I can't remember how long it took for my Knuckles controls for my HTC Vive to come from Valve. So, usually a week or so, isn't it, for orders to come through. I'm in no real rush, because I've already got Linux gaming rigs set up. But this will mean that I can turn Belial, my machine over, my main PC, I can change that from a Linux machine to a Windows machine. It was built to be a Linux machine back when it was all AMD. And then when I put the NVIDIA 3080 in there, the RTX 3080, I'd switched to Windows for a bit. It will be nice to be able to fully utilise my 3080, which I know will come across like a bit of a dick thing to say to people. So, like, what do you mean fully utilised? Linux is perfectly good enough for that. Yes, it is. However, some of the software that I was using just didn't make the cut for me. Okay, I'm going to be a dick. I bought DaVinci Resolve to use on Linux. But because of licensing, there's no real codec support for it. So I'm not getting the full out of it on Linux. There's some stuff that just ain't even accelerated using the NVIDIA proprietary drivers, or at least it seems like it isn't. Like, if I'm using, I guess, Firefox, and I'm trying to watch certain videos, I may as well only be watching them on 480p, or watching them at 480p. It just doesn't play well. I'm on Fedora. I don't remember the latest version of Fedora, whatever it is. I don't remember what it is now. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, with the Steam Deck, I'm going to flip Belial back over to Windows. And I'll still have my Linux drive on there. But yeah, because I've put in plenty of hours into gaming on Linux over the years. Right, just make it clear, I love Linux. I love Linux. And I cannot wait for the Steam Deck. I loved SteamOS. The machine still has SteamOS that I use SteamOS on over there, the Debian-based SteamOS, not the one that's on the Steam Deck, which is Arch-based, but I love it. I really do. As a daily driver, Linux is fantastic. There's loads of stuff you can do. Just, I don't know. There's some hoops I'd really rather not jump through, and with a machine as powerful as Belial, I just feel like some of it's going to waste. So, without proper software support, it just doesn't feel quite right. There are so many features that I can utilise on that graphics card in Windows that just aren't supported on Linux. However, everything on the Steam Deck is supported on Linux because it was built around Linux. So you know, that's going to be it. I'm super psyched. Literally, I will still be using Belial on Linux until the Steam Deck arrives. I've currently got, according to, let's have a look, SteamDB, how long does it say I've been playing games on Linux for? This has gone strictly gaming, so I've had a pretty empty day, to be honest with you. So I made a bit of a boo-boo earlier. Where are we? I have gamed for 574.6 hours on Linux. Which isn't actually a huge amount. I've put in, according to this, since 2019, 2,626.8 hours on Windows. Which actually makes sense considering the Linux library is usually pretty thin, and Proton has only really been a thing for the last few years. But it's great. It is great. I really wanted to get it up to about 1,000 before the Steam Deck arrived, but that's not going to be a thing. Frankly, if you want to game and you have a powerful Linux machine, Linux is plenty good enough. It is plenty good enough. Just in some cases, for me, it's just a ball ache. Codecs. Although in fairness, I could sort that out if I were just to use, like, I don't know, Kden Live. I just didn't see the point in encoding something, not having the codecs I wanted, and then putting it into something else to re-encode into something I wanted when I could have just done it elsewhere. But yeah, it's all good. I am psyched. I can't wait. I've been waiting so long for it. Finally, I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. I really didn't. I will probably sit and play on that damn thing all the time. I will probably even stream games, not necessarily from it, but I will hook it into a capture card and play games from it like I would a Nintendo Switch. Which I know kind of goes against the point, but I just will. I already do that with Belial, actually, the main PC. I run it into a capture card into another machine to stream stuff from. I've streamed tons of games on Belial under Linux. I've streamed tons of games from SteamOS on Linux. But, fuck, I'm psyched. It's just so random it came through now. So, if anyone put on their order, middle of July or early July 2021, you probably should now expect your orders to come through or your pre-orders to come through. If you really want it, pick it up. Let me know how you get on with it. Now, what was the boo-boo for today? I was a bit of a dick and I thought today was Sunday. So here's me like being, oh yeah, proper lazy day, you know, chilling out, it's a day off. Nope, Monday. So I realised I was like, oh crap, it's getting late. Oh crap, it's Monday. Run! And scrambled to get everything done. But the Steam Deck is literally the highlight of my day. I've got everything caught up, near enough everything done. Had a nice, somewhat chilled out day. I'm now about to pass the fuck out. I don't know what I'm going to play on the Steam Deck. What am I going to play? I've got a hell of a library. I mean, Linux gaming's fantastic. It's actually opened me up to a shit ton of games I wouldn't normally play. Because as soon as I saw games years and years and years ago, as soon as I started seeing games with the old SteamOS logo on it, I was buying them whether or not they were a genre I'd like to play. So, I mean, I bought Civ 6 just because it played on Linux, just because it had a Linux client. I didn't give a fuck about Civ 6, but that's alright. I just started picking up games, and it turns out that there's some really fucking good stuff out there that I wouldn't have played otherwise. I think I picked up, I said it before, Spec Ops The Line. I fucking love that game, but I only picked it up because it had a Linux port. So, oh, fantastic. Oh, I'll play Spec Ops The Line on Steam Deck. That's going to be the first game I play. There you go. Do I hook it up to a dock and stream it? Because I'm just going to treat it like I do my Switch. And my Switch is docked all the time. It's just too small and it hurts my hands. But, fuck it. Go. Hope well. And I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. Steam Deck! It took you a fucking year, Valve. Well, now we know roughly what Valve time is.